Do you ever feel that you waste time constantly telling ChatGPT about your business? Or maybe the answers that you're getting back are very generic. They're not specifically about you or your company. Well, if that's the case, then it's not your prompts that are the problem. It's that AI doesn't have any either knowledge, memory, or context about your business. What I'm going to cover today is a way to create 4 simple knowledge files that will fix this problem once and for all. So what are these knowledge files? Well, you can think of them as the training documents for your business. So just in the same way as if you had a new member of staff joining your office, you wouldn't expect them to immediately get on with work without you telling them some background about your business and what it does. And AI works in exactly the same way. These knowledge files give AI all the information that it needs about your business, specifically about what you do, who you do it for, and the unique way that you deliver your product or service. So let's now have a look at the first of the 4 knowledge files that you're going to need for your business. And this is all about business overview and the offers that you have. So I'll jump on the computer and share the document that I have for my own business. So here I am in Notion. So I open my first document. So this document is a really great overview for what your business does, who you do it for, and how you deliver that service. I put in my brand mission: boost my output, helps entrepreneurs and creators get more done, build authority, and grow faster using AI and simple sustainable systems. Obviously, you can put your own mission statement in there. You can also put your own brand message in there. This gives AI a really great background of what you are trying to achieve and who you're trying to do it for. I've also put my content pillars in there, so the main things that I'm talking about. But the other important thing that you'll need to put is your offers. And the offers that I have here are everything from free offers like lead magnets to low ticket items and high ticket items. In the second document, we're going to go into a little bit more detail about the target market. This is a target market overview. Now, this really defines who your target market are. In my case, it's entrepreneurs and creators. You can maybe niche down as far as you think is necessary for your particular market. This is a great exercise in helping you to understand exactly who you are targeting. Then you can go into the demographics. Now that's the age, sex, male or female of your market and where they're geographically located. For my particular market, psychographics is more important to me, and this is how people feel, because emotions are so important in the buying process, and I like to target people who have similar thoughts and feelings. The other thing that you'll want to be doing is detailing the core frustrations and problems that your target market might be having, and also what they're looking to achieve or their goals. Putting these 2 things together, a sort of understanding of your market's problems and their goals, will enable you to create really great pieces of content, but also it can help steer the direction of the products and services that you're going to be producing in the future, so that you can help overcome some of the issues that your market actually has. So let's now look at the third document, which is your personal background and point of view. And I think this is one of the most important documents here, because what this does is it really gets across your own personal point of view, and it ensures that the output from ChatGPT or any other AI system that you're using is really specific to you and your business, and it's not going to sound generic like all the other AI outputs. And it gets around that issue of a lot of people talking about AI slop, where everything sounds the same. You're not going to have this problem if you have this document. And this document goes into details about your background, so maybe the experience that you've had in the industry. So under mine, I've been working full-time in digital marketing for 18 years, I've worked with SaaS companies, e-commerce companies, and done a lot of content creation. You can pull on whatever background experiences you've had from your work life. Maybe you've done specific courses that are specific to your target market. That would be great to put in here. Then you can also talk about your own philosophy or your own point of view here, your personal point of view. So, for example, I put in that I believe that AI is here to enhance your expertise, not to replace you or any experience that you've had. You can put your own point of view in here. Again, AI will start learning about you and will then start speaking in your particular voice. Now, I think this is so important, this document, and it's one that a lot of AI creators ignore or just don't know about. So it put you one step ahead. We'll now move on to the fourth and final knowledge document, and that is the brand voice and style guide. And this really defines the tone and style of either writing or any types of other content that you're producing. So it might be blog content, emails, it could even be things like video scripts. The type of thing that you'll need to put in here is a type of tone. I've put in warm, friendly, but practical. You can make it whatever you want. You might want to come across as very much an authority figure, or you might have a more humorous tone of voice. You can put that all in here. I've put in also details of the writing style that I like. I've had quite a lot of copywriting training and experience, so I like things like shorter sentences and paragraphs and make things really clear, so clarity over cleverness. You can also put in the types of phrases that you'd like to use. Now, these might be things that you become known for in the future. And also on the opposite side of that, you might want to put in things to avoid. So I like to avoid things like overhyped promises or very salesy language. So that can define your brand tone and voice. You can also put some examples in here if you wanted to, of things like emails that you've written in the past. So where do these knowledge files actually live? As you've just seen, I actually keep mine in a Notion database, and I find this a really great system for holding documents of this type. It's really easy to get back to them. You can edit them, because the thing to remember is these are not a once and done file. It's something you're going to keep updating over time. So they're really easy to edit. And also they're really easy to export as a PDF. Now I upload these knowledge files to ChatGPT or any other AI system that I'm using as a PDF document. The reason for that is their PDFs are really easy for AI to read. If you're a bit more technical, you could try something like Markdown. But I think for most people, PDFs will work absolutely fantastic. If you don't use Notion, you can use something like Google Docs. You could even use Word documents. And again, these are obviously very easy to edit and to output as a PDF. One thing that is worth remembering is that you really want one source of truth. And that is, as you're updating documents, you want to make sure that you're using the most latest version of your PDF or knowledge file everywhere. So if you've got a business overview knowledge file that you've just updated, you want to make sure that it's updated on ChatGPT, and then maybe you're also using it in Claude or in Google Gemini. You want to make sure that you have the same version across all of those different platforms. Once you have your PDF documents, how do you use them in ChatGPT? Well, you could upload them to individual chat sessions that you have. But much more effective than that is to create a project and then upload them once to that project. And then you can have multiple chats that all use those same knowledge files, and you won't have to upload them once again. Another of the great benefits of using ChatGPT projects is that all of your chats are kept in one place. So if they're about a similar subject, it's much easier to go back and find them in the future. The other way that I use these files is to create custom GPTs. And this is great if you're doing a certain task over and over again. You can create a custom GPT. So it might be, you might want to create one of these for blog post writing. If you're making lots of blog posts, you may have a custom GPT around YouTube scripts. You could even create one around finding a niche, like a niche finder. I just want to say a few words about the benefits of using these files. Now, we've already mentioned that it can help you save time because you're not constantly uploading the same information about your business. And also it can help with producing better outputs because it's going to be specific around your particular company and not give generic outputs. But there's one other massive benefit of producing these files, and that is it gives you clarity and understanding around your own business. Now, this is really important because if you can't explain what your business does and the benefits that people are going to get from using your product or service, if you can't explain that to AI, how are you going to be able to explain that to real customers? So when you get on a discovery call or face-to-face with a potential customer, you need to be able to say exactly why they should be working with you and using you. So if you want to improve your results, try getting started with these 4 documents. They don't have to be perfect to start off, just make a start and then you can always update them in the future. If you've enjoyed this video, then please watch some of the others on the channel as I look at different ways to use AI-powered systems to improve your productivity.